Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Ultra League Remix, showcasing some fun battles featuring Crobat. My goodness, guys, Crobat. I always say this about Crobat, it's the bane of your existence if you're battling against it, and it's your ace in the hole if you have it on your team. That's how Crobat works in Pokemon Go Battle League, in the Ultra League and Ultra League Remix. Very super solid Pokemon, guys. It's going to be the safe swap on this team, and it is surprisingly tanky. Not super tanky, but sneaky tanky, if you know what I mean, guys. It just has a tendency to hang on and hang in there and really cause some problems for your opponent. And that is exactly why I like Crobat. One of my favorites. Super solid pick. And it proves to be a very effective safe swap for the Ultra League Remix. So yeah, like I said, safe swap on this ABB team. We've also got Stunfisk in the lead. If you guys don't have a XL Galarian Stunfisk, try Escadrille. Escadrille has a very similar dynamic. It's nowhere near as bulky or tanky, but it hits like a truck. And if you can give Escadrille a shield advantage, you can really succeed. But we've got XL Galarian Stunfisk. It's going to serve as the lead on this team. G-Fisk is, you guys all know, is an absolute beast. I think it's ranked 1 or 2 on PV Poke and the Ultra League Remix. And that is for good reason, because it is super bulky. You can get to those earthquakes super fast, really break through shields. If you're met with a bad lead, this team is designed to counter fighting type leads. And you'll want to safe swap into Crobat, draw out an ice type. That way Nidoqueen in the back can really close the game strong for you. So ABB line, if you're met with a fighter or something that Stunfisk doesn't like to see, you come on in with Crobat. I will say Lapras can core break this team a little bit, but Lapras can't do it all. As bulky as it is, it really can't do it all. You can hang in there, and it'll take a team effort to take out a Lapras, but it can be done. And Nidoqueen has a very strong closer in the Ultra League Remix. You've got that hard-hitting Earth Power, along with the super potent Poison Jab and Poison Fang combo. You can really dish out the damage with Nidoqueen. And this is an XL. Again, if you don't have an XL, you can use your level 40. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into this first battle. Had a lot of fun with this team. And we're met with a Grand Bull. So, decent lead for us. They go right into Trevenant. And as with the first battle of the day, it is customary to make a few misplays. As you can see, guys, we're sticking in here way too long. We need to go right into our Crobat, so we're going to tank a move, look to chip with a Rock Slide, and then we will go into our Crobat. This Rock Slide will do a decent amount of chip damage. Trevenant is a little bit bulkier in the Ultra League, of course, coming in at 2500 CP, and we are going to shield up this Shadow Ball. They did build up to it, and it does not make sense to bait at this health range, so we're going to look to get off a Poison Fang. This will not KO, but we can Air Slash it down and have loaded energy for whatever they decide to bring back in. Would not make sense to come in with a Grand Bull. That's the beauty of this team, guys, and why it was one of the reasons why it was designed is because Charmers have nowhere to go with this team. You got your Steel type, and you got 2 poisons to really handle those Charmers. But they come in with a Registeel. We're going to tank this Flash Cannon. Like I said, Crobat has some sneaky good bulk, guys. And we're going to look to get off a Shadow Ball, do a decent amount of chip damage. Registeel is super bulky. And we're going to go right into Stunfisk, knowing that this Grand Bull really has nowhere to go. So we're going to look to draw it out. And we're not going to shield anything because we want some farm for Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is the second best answer to a Registeel on this team, so they did shield up that Rock Slide. We meant to throw that. We wanted to chip and get some farm, but if we can grab both shields, we're thinking we can actually just let Stunfisk go down and save a shield for Nidoqueen to really close this game out for us. That Registeel is not quite in Earth Power range, but it is very close. So we're going to let this go, and we're going to look to come in with Nidoqueen and farm this Grand Bull down. That way we have a head start on energy for this Registeel here. We say bye-bye, Grand Bull. And here we go. We got Registeel back in. Nidoqueen can comfortably tank a Flash Cannon, no problem. And they would not go Focus Blast. That would be resisted, of course. So we do tank that. I'm going to look to get off this first Earth Power. It's not going to KO, but it would get it extremely low. And they see the writing on the wall. They concede the match. That's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. And we are off to a great start with this Stunfisk team. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, give the video a like. You would be providing a massive help to the channel. And we are met with a Nidoqueen, so this is a fantastic lead for Stunfisk. They come in with Trevenant, and this time we swap on time. So our switch timers are aligned, which is good. And we're going to shield up this Shadow Ball. They almost always go Shadow Ball because baiting with a Seed Bomb is super risky if you no-shield it. So we did read that they would go for it. We're going to look to get off of Poison Fang and farm this thing all the way down. And have loaded energy for that Nidoqueen. We farm it down just as it's getting to that Shadow Ball. Crobat coming in clutch. What a monster. We're going to look to go for the Shadow Ball. Guys, if you're running Crobat, try not to fall in love with the Poison Fang. You want to throw it where it makes sense. You want to maximize your damage. We go for the hard-hitting neutral Shadow Ball on this Nidoqueen. And this Nidoqueen's just going for Poison Fangs. We don't need to shield any of that. And we're going to look to build up a little bit. Now we go for the Poison Fang. And this will really put the Nidoqueen in a hard spot because it's going to be getting pretty low having that debuff. And these Air Slashers are really starting to dig in now. And we force them to throw some energy. That is fantastic. That is wonderful. They panicked through and got rid of us. That's what we wanted. Now we can come in with Stunfisk, get a little bit of farm, but they got a Scrafty, and that's why we got Nidoqueen, guys. It is Nidoqueen time in the Remix Cup. And they are up on shields, but Nidoqueen is a very, very solid answer to Scrafty. Gonna tank the foul play. Doesn't do a whole lot. XL Nidoqueen is an absolute tank in the Ultra League. And gonna look to Poison Fang, Poison Jab this Scrafty into oblivion here. We get to another Poison Fang. And they shielded the first one, so that is quite interesting. Typically, you never want to shield the first one, but they know that this Scrafty is really their only hope, so I get it. They really want to preserve some health. They bait us with a Power Punch. We are not falling for it, guys. We're thinking we're not going to shield anything because if we can get the Scrafty into Earthquake range, this will be a clean win for us. And they aggressively go back into their Nidoqueen to clear the debuffs, but it is just too little too late. Nidoqueen is just going off on this team. We tank that Poison Fang. Gonna look to get off one of our own. This should KO this opposing Nidoqueen at this health range. And it does. And we've got Scrafty left. Nearly fainted. Nidoqueen closing the game strong. Who needs a Galarian Stunfisk? Holy smokes. That's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. My goodness, Nidoqueen putting in work, closing the game strong. Guys, again, if you like what you're seeing, give the video a like. That is the best thing you could really do to help this channel out. And we are met with an Alola Ninetales. Fantastic lead for us, but they aggressively go into a Jellicent. And we kind of got caught off guard with that. Was not expecting a Jellicent safe swap, although it is a fantastic safe swap. Not sure why. We weren't expecting it, but we just kind of stay in here and kind of play this out with the Jellicent. We did see that it was Powder Snow, so we really should have swapped into Crobat a lot sooner. We are taking way too much damage here, and this Jellicent is just farming for days on us, really managing their energy well. And we do get off that second Earthquake. They did shield the first one. And if we were going to stick in here, we should have definitely shielded this. But it just really sucks to have to shield up a Bubble Beam. So wasn't sure, and we called it, and it was a Shadow Ball. And that's kind of bad because we really need our Stunfisk on that Alola Ninetales. But we do aggressively go into our Crobat here, hoping to farm down. But we got to shield up the Shadow Ball. And by then the switch timer's up, and now, yeah, we did not maintain alignment. Probably should definitely gone right into Crobat. Looking back on it, guys, because this Alola Ninetales is just a nightmare for our backline. And they're going off on us, rattling off weather balls left and right, but we can hit them for super effective with these poison fangs. That's the beauty of having double poison in the back for these fairies. It's just Alola Ninetales is an absolute beast, and it can really hang in there. It's got some good bulk to it. So our Stunfisk is super low, and we make a stupid play here. We tried to bait them into throwing, but if we were going to do that, we should have come in with Nidoqueen first and then threw the Stunfisk in. So just misplays all across the board, and having that many misplays is, that's hard to come back from. We are going to shield this one up, look to get rid of this Nidoqueen, and they've got Lapras in the back. So, not going to happen for us, guys. We should be top lefting at this point. We made far too many misplays to really salvage this one, and Lapras is just going to do what Lapras does, of course. Super tanky Pokemon, very difficult to deal with. And they mercifully take us out. And good game, very well played to this battler. Yeah, Powder Snow A9 is a little tough, not impossible. Obviously, Charm A9 is much better, but Powder Snow can be dealt with as well. But we're met with a Crobat, awesome lead for us. They go into Scrafty, and here we go. It is Crobat time. Crobat is probably one of the hardest counters to a Scrafty, one of the best answers to a Scrafty, as we do double resist these counters and power-up punches. No need to shield anything. Crobat has some very nice bulk, as we mentioned previously. Even a boosted foul play, you guys will see. We're not shielding anything from this Scrafty. We're just going to manage our energy well and farm up. Even a boosted foul play, look at that. That's what I mean with Crobat. Crobat will just hang in there and just terrorize your entire existence. It is it's bad when you're going up against it, but when you've got it and it's on your team, my goodness, do you love it. So they come back in with their own Crobat. We did take out that Scrafty. Gonna go right for the Shadow Ball again. Try your best not to fall in love with the Poison Fang baits. A lot of times it's just really not worth it. The way I like to play it is I go for the Shadow Ball first and then go for the Poison Fang. That way it really puts them in a spot to where they got to throw. They know that they have a debuff. They might want to swap out like they did there. And they swap into their own Stunfisk. So guys, as you all know from the Great League, the Stunfisk matchup is always a game of chicken. Is it going to be a Rock Slide? Is it going to be an Earthquake? I find that a lot of battlers do this. They let it go because they know that their XL Stunfisk can tank it. But what they don't know is that we are willing to shield to preserve our switch advantage. And that is what we do. We shield up the Earthquake. Gonna farm up a little bit here, go for a Rock Slide to chip, and then look to farm all the way down. Then we'll have loaded energy for that Crobat in the back. But it is looking like GG's. We threw an unnecessary catch here just to exert some dominance. We were we were just practicing our catches and our timing. But they see the writing on the wall. We caught that Rock Slide with the Nidoqueen. Good game. Very well played to this battler. Guys, are you starting to see how powerful this team is? It's such a good team. I really wanted to give you guys a super strong team to get off on the right start in the Ultra League Remix, guys. Super strong team. Very fun team as well. And we are met with a Pidgeot. Awesome lead for our Stunfisk. They go into their own Stunfisk, so we're staying right here. That's the beauty of this line as well. Leading with Stunfisk, you'll often draw out an opposing Stunfisk in the back. So we're going to stay right here, shield up the Earthquake. We got to get rid of this. Our back line wants nothing to do with this Stunfisk here. Gonna look to get off the Earthquake, and again, they let it go. They get a little comfortable. They know they can tank it, and what they don't know is we're willing to expend shields to get rid of it, because we know we've got Pidgeot, and we know if we preserve health on our Stunfisk, that Pidgeot does not stand a chance. We resist everything it could possibly throw. Gonna look to chip with a Rock Slide here and look to farm down. That's just enough chip damage to give us a nice farm on this opposing Stunfisk, and we say bye-bye to that Stunfisk. They've got a Shadow Machamp in the back. We go into Crobat. And that's okay. We wanted to draw that Pidgeot back out. Gonna look to go to work on this Pidgeot here. Look to get off a Poison Fang, get that debuff train rolling. And gonna go to work with these Air Slashes. They really start to dig in on this Pidgeot. And they know that shields are down. So they go for the Brave Bird, which is a smart move because they know that we're going to come back in with Stunfisk. So good play on their end. Gonna farm up a little extra just in case. You never know when you'll need the energy. And we're gonna look to go for this Rock Slide. Gonna undercharge it just to get a little extra farm just in case. You can never have enough energy in Pokemon Go Battle League. And I do imagine they look to Feather Dance, debuff our attack, but what they don't know is what we have in the back. Holy smokes. They come back in with that Machamp, and it is Nidoqueen time. Holy smokes. Even down on shields, this Machamp did not stand a chance. They concede the match, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. And there you have it, guys. That is the team. Super strong team for the Ultra League Remix. Had a lot of fun with this team. XL Stunfisk is so OP in this meta. Nice 4-in-1 set there, guys, as you can see. Not a bad start off to the Ultra League cycle of Pokemon Go Battle League Season 10 in the Ultra League Remix Cup. Having so much fun. Like I said before, guys, I really wanted to put together a super strong team that can really help you guys continue on with your climb and help you get that much closer to achieving whatever goals you may have for Pokemon Go Battle League Season 10. And classic ABB line with Stunfisk in the lead. Stunfisk is going to be weak to fighting type damage first and foremost with this meta. Also weak to water. There isn't a ton of water that I've seen just yet. Mostly fighters like Scrafty and Shadow Machamp. So that's why we've got Nidoqueen in the back to cover that, because Nidoqueen provides an excellent cover to fighters, of course, while Stunfisk can really dole out the damage on those flyers. You get a lot of good leads with Stunfisk, as you saw here, guys. A lot of people like to lead with Crobats. They lead with Nidoqueen. Stunfisk is a good matchup up against Nidoqueen because I believe one Earthquake pretty much one-shots a Nidoqueen, whereas Stunfisk can really hang on if they decide to throw the Earth Power. And you got Crobat, guys, as your safe swap. Such a solid safe swap for the Ultra League Remix Cup. It's sneaky, bulky, guys. It can just really hang in there and just rain down terror on your opponents. That's the beauty of it. And Air Slash and Poison Fang really provides a nice snowball effect. You can hit with some nice hard-hitting neutral damage on most things with Shadow Ball. Super strong team, super solid team. I started out on my first set with a Scrafty lead. And just was not having a fun time. That wasn't fun because, like I said, a lot of people are leading with Crobats and leading with Nidoqueens, and it's just you're off to a bad start if you're leading with Scrafty, and that's what I found out. So switched it up for the second set. Switched it to Stunfisk and found that worked out a lot better, guys. And the beauty of it as well is I was finding there were a lot of Charmers in the back, lurking in the back when I was running Scrafty, and in those endgame scenarios, it is just so demoralizing. They whip out a Charmer on you, and you've really got no place to go. So the minute I switched it up to Stunfisk, I found that it was very nice going up against those opposing Charmers, as they have nowhere to go with this team, guys. You got a Steel type up front, 2 poisons in the back. Where is a Charmer gonna go with this team? Nowhere. That is the answer. So yeah, guys, if you're running into a lot of Charm, or if you just want to rack up the wins in general, I recommend giving this team a shot. And again, if you don't quite have an XL Stunfisk just yet, maybe you're still working on it, maybe you're not quite level 40 just yet, guys, give Escadrille a try. Escadrille is a decent replacement for Galarian Stunfisk. Like I said, you got to switch up your playstyle a little bit. Can't get too comfortable. You got to preserve shield advantage for Escadrille. But if you can do that, you will have a lot of success with it as well. So there you have it, guys. I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.